how are you feeling about Broadway right now?
I'm in love with Broadway, and I don't care who knows it.
Today, really focusing on just one moment from the 2025 Tony Awards.
Right, from the red carpet.
Exactly. We're using a People article that zeroed in on, well, one particular outfit. And the whole idea here, our mission, if you like, is to sort of unpack how a single piece of fashion, it's not just clothes, right?
No, not at all. It can be this canvas really loaded with different layers, meaning history, homage. It's all potentially there.
And this outfit, wow, it really went there. It wasn't just about looking good.
Definitely not. It felt like a deliberate story being told, weaving together theater history, even a bit of national history right there.
Totally. And the person wearing it was Escola. Definitely made an impression.
Oh, absolutely.
So they were at the Tonys, New York City, Sunday, June 8th. And the gown was this really striking silvery blue.
Escola actually called it Cinderella blue.
Right, Cinderella blue. That name itself kind of gives you that fairy tale vibe straight away.
And the designer was Jackton Wiederhöft, a custom piece.
Yeah, custom. And the details. Pretty incredible.
They really were. It had this lace-up corset, pale blue taffeta.
Yeah.
And then draping around the chest and hips.
Very elegant. And then the embroidery.
Oh, the embroidery. Hand embroidered the whole thing with
Wow.
these metallic blue glass beads. Gave it this amazing shimmer.
And that beading carried on to the skirt too, but the skirt is where it got really interesting for me.
Okay, yeah.
This huge, like, ornamental door motif cascading right down the front.
A door.
Yeah, door. And not just printed on, it was made of details. Silver glass beads, faceted crystals, even tarnished metal sequins. It felt so specific.
Symbolic. It absolutely was. The article mentions a press release that said that door motif was, and I'm quoting here, a nod to Bernadette's medals and the significance of the passage of time.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
So right there, the designer is telling you this means something. It connects to history and someone specific.
Exactly. And the skirt finished with this big, voluminous train, also in that light blue taffeta.
Bernadette's medals, you said. That leads us right to the main inspiration, doesn't it? The most obvious one.
This whole gown was a direct homage to Bernadette Peters.
Specifically, her gown from the 1999 Tony Awards.
That's the one. 1999, when she won Best Leading Actress in a musical for Annie, Get Your Gun. Big moment.
And the designer, Wiederhöft, he specifically pointed to that.
Yes, he said he was inspired by both the color and what he described as the medals on the front of Peters' dress from '99. So a very clear line drawn.
And the commitment to that Peters look didn't just stop at the dress structure or the color,
No, it went further. Escola wore this curly, reddish-brown wig.
which is instantly recognizable as being inspired by Peters' signature hair, right?
Totally. It's such a strong, clear signal. It shouts, I'm referencing this person, this moment in Broadway history. No ambiguity there.
It really isn't.
And Wiederhöft apparently talked about, starting with that Peters look, being, quote, obsessed with the color and the medals.
Obsessed.
But also finding this sense of fake naivete in it, which is interesting.
Fake naivete. What does that suggest? It's not just copying then, it's like an interpretation,
Yeah.
adding another layer.
Exactly. It suggests there's a conceptual angle beyond just the tribute itself.
That maybe connects to the other themes the designer brought up. The article mentioned a whole list of inspirations.
It did, yeah. Beyond just Bernadette Peters, Wiederhöft mentioned things like, let me see, faded crypticism, false innocence, fightfulness, womanly age-hold, historically feminine garments, queenly status, and ancient doors.
Wow, okay. That's quite a mix. Faded crypticism, ancient doors.
And you can see how that ornamental door motif we talked about links directly to ancient doors, right?
Yeah.
And that other idea, the significance of the passage of time.
Right. It has this sort of abstract weight, history, philosophy maybe. It's heavy stuff for a dress.
It really is. Adds a whole different dimension to the visual.
Okay, so we've got this beautiful, very clear nod to a Broadway legend, Bernadette Peters. We've got these deeper thematic layers from the designer. But wait, there was under detail, a smaller thing, but it throws in a completely different kind of history.
Ah, you mean the pendant necklace
Yes, the pendant. It had an image on it.
of Laura Keane, famed British actress.
Now, Laura Keane, why her? What's the connection to put her on a necklace at the Tonys?
Well, the source explains her significance. She was the star of the play Our American Cousin.
Okay.
And Our American Cousin was the play being performed at Ford's Theater in Washington.
The night Lincoln was assassinated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you've got this direct link through theater itself to this huge pivotal, tragic moment in American history.
Referenced right there in a pendant. That's unexpected. Quite a detail to weave in.
It really is. And if you sort of pull all these threads together, what Escola is doing here.
Yeah.
They're using this red carpet moment to draw from so many different places. You've got the Broadway legacy with Peters.
Right.
You've got this significant moment in American history tied to theater through Laura Keene. And then these abstract ideas about time, history, maybe even secrets through the designer's themes and that door motif.
It's way more than just putting on a nice dress. It's like telling a story with the whole look, a really layered one.
Precisely.
And we should probably remember Escola's own context here, too. They weren't just attending, they were nominated.
That's right. Nominated for Best Performance by a Leading Actor in a Play.
For Oh, Mary, which they also wrote.
Yeah, Oh, Mary. Has been a big hit comedy on Broadway. Escola returned to the main role, brought back the original cast.
And it had that successful off-Broadway run before, right? Picked up a bunch of awards there.
It did, yeah. Obie, Drama Desk, Theater World, Outer Critics Circle. Quite a bit of recognition for Escola's performance already. So their presence at the Tonys is very much tied to their current work, their success right now.
Okay, so putting it all together, you have Cole Escola, celebrated for their own hit play, using this very public moment to create an outfit that's just packed with these specific references, honoring a Broadway icon, nodding to this historical figure tied to both theater and national tragedy, and embedding these deeper themes from the designer about time and legacy.
Yeah.
It really elevates the whole idea of red carpet fashion, doesn't it? It feels more like performance art or maybe a statement piece.
Absolutely. It turns that moment, which can often just be about glamour, pure aesthetics,
Right.
into something else, an opportunity for like historical reflection and expressing complex ideas.
So for you listening, think about this next time you see something like this. Consider how these moments of public presentation, even something like fashion on a red carpet, which might seem surface level, can actually be used as this deliberate canvas. A way to weave together, personal history, the legacy of theater, even national history, and these bigger abstract ideas like time passing.
Yeah, it really invites us all to look a bit closer, to ask questions, to try and unpack the stories being told, stories that go way beyond just, is that a pretty dress? There could be so much more there.